The most exciting new feature is cash flow. Click on Cash in the menu beside Grower. It may become the page that you work with the most. It has a full picture on the inventory and cash position of the farm. It also has navigation elements for making sales and cash outflow adjustments. You can manage the display down here. I choose this one as my default for cash flow and balances table and cash activity. I prefer the 2-year timeline as it allows me to see the crops that are typically sold beyond the calendar year and see how this year's crop sales still contributes to next year's cash flow. For demonstration purposes though, I'll stay with 1 year. Each of these charts can show you a unique look at your farm. So you can add inventory, and so you can see how inventory is carried, sales, when the sales are made, and accounts, so that you can see the different cash, prepaid fertilizers, and so forth relating to the farm. Let's go back to my default. Graph lines can be shown or hidden by clicking on to the name in the legend. Details about any point will be shown in this area to the left of the graph. At the same time, where that number correlates to in the table below, you can see in inventory, as I move onto different lines on the graph, it's going to highlight the appropriate number in the table. Clicking on the month will give you an easy way to see up and down the table as you scroll. Click it again to remove it. Balances are summarized or detailed based on hitting the plus. Inventory can be shown either in metric tons or in dollars. If you know that there is metric tons and no dollars associated with it, it means then that the inventory has not been valued. To value old crop inventory coming in, go back to My Prices. You'll notice that we've created a place for you to value old crop, because you may want to have a different value for old crop than you do for new crop. Hit Save. The program uses a default cash account where all the cash is going to come out of and go into with sales. You can create a cash account by clicking on the plus, going to bank accounts, naming it. We'll have it starting prior to this year. Click Create. You'll notice that this account is not the default cash account, so it is an account that's at the bank, but everything is still coming in and out of the RBC account. To change that bank account default, you can go as the advisor, go to Edit Grower and choose your default bank account. Sales can be created from the inventory table. Go to where you want to sell the crop. For example, here we'll sell some CPS red in April. Click on Sell. The grain ticket will come up and its default will be this selling the crop in this year, but selling it as if it was seeded last year because we had chosen an old crop to sell. CPS red, the date which you can change, and contact type and so forth. It will have the default of the full amount of inventory on hand, which of course you can change. Enter in the price as always and the basis and click OK. You can make changes to any sales by looking for the sale and clicking on it for it to open up. This is the one that we created before. I'm going to delete it. New crop sales are done the exact same way. Go to the inventory or go to the month, click on sell, and everything is defaulted for you again, only this time it is shown as being seeded in 2013.